really starting to ramp up. Now, they've been kind of lackluster all day, but now they're really ramping up. So there's a tornado warning. I don't know if it's expired yet, up in northern Oklahoma. We also have a storm that we're on just west of Guthrie near Cedar Valley Golf Course that has showed signs of rotation. It is not tornado warned, but it has a severe warning on it. And right now we are just west. We are at the golf course, pretty much right under the base. Why don't you show that lowering right there? I mean, that's the lowering in the base right there. It's almost above us. So anyway, we're headed east on Highway 33. We are watching this area. Also, radar is indicating golf ball size hail. There's also another storm coming in from Newcastle that needs to be watched as well. This is a supercell, most definitely.
Look up east of, or west of Perry.
Okay, 2-inch hail on this storm now.
Okay.
2-inch hail.
West of Perry, there's something showing up here.
So we're right under the circulation. So you might just kind of look all around. I mean, even to the north and even to the west.
Okay.
Just because if something comes down, I'm not going to be able to see it while I'm driving. And this also looks like to me it's moving north-northeast. It's pretty much might go along I-35 as it moves north.
Tornado Noble County.
What's that?
Tornado Noble County.
Warning? Tornado warning?
Yes.
Okay.
I just mentioned that. It's west of Perry.
Okay.
And if you look at velocity, that has really ramped up just to the west of Perry. That's moving up towards Red Rock. I'm actually showing on velocity, let's see here.
So you're seeing the warning on the radar?
72 miles an hour. No, it's coming.
Okay.
But west-northwest of Perry, straight south of Billings.
We're hearing that a tornado warning might be coming for Noble County.
Yeah, so if you live on the north side of Perry, definitely take your tornado precautions.
Okay, so we need to get I-35 fast.
Okay, this one is really ramping up, Val.
Oh, I know. Oh, yeah, I guarantee. I mean, it's got that classic supercell shape right now. The tornado warning up to the north is still going on. He says that the shear rate's getting a little stronger. There's the tornado warning. Includes Perry. All right, tornado warning now, and it does include the town of Perry. So I spend a lot of time in Perry right now. I know people up there. If you're in Perry, you need to take your tornado precautions. They just issued a tornado warning.
what What is he saying about that?
Look at that.
Yeah, no. What were they saying on the chat about that?
About that storm? I don't know. I wasn't reading the chat.
Okay.
Are you talking about our chat, the Channel 9 chat? They're not. They were trying to get Brandon Wells' feed.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So, Perry, the circulation is west-northwest of town. It is a strong circulation as well. Man, it is a strong circulation. I think it's going to miss Perry. It's near Lucene. And the circulation is strong.
He did.
I know. There's a tree branch down right there. Oh my goodness.
Oh. They want to be splashed.
They want to be splashed.
Only in Oklahoma. Alright, so 2-inch hail on our storm right now. Right now we're going through Guthrie and we're tracking the storm to the northeast. So if you live in Stillwater, you need to be weather aware because these storms near Guthrie are moving northeast.
Towards Stillwater.
Towards Stillwater. They may miss Stillwater to the west, but you still need to realize this could turn right and affect Stillwater.
The Perry storm has turned right.
Okay. Yeah, that's a pretty strong couplet there, just west of Perry. Okay, just, press forward.
Keep your eyes back to the northwest if you can for me, please. I mean, something could happen behind us.
Okay, I'm watching.
Okay. That area, right in
Okay.
there.
And we'll watch that area off roof cam.
Hey, Justin,
They're putting
the shot we have is the northwest side of Guthrie. It is under the base.
So they're reissuing the severe warning for this Guthrie storm with a tornado tag, meaning tornado potential is ramping up for this storm. I have the roof cam pointing on the area.
Look at our shot, Justin.
On the area of concern.
Hey, that's almost a funnel back there.
And that's going to be
That's
on
almost...
the northwest side of Guthrie.
Look at our shot, Justin.
Northwest side of Guthrie. Shear is increasing in that area. It's not tornado warned yet. We do have a tornado warning west-northwest of Perry.
Okay, I'm
Yes.
turning. I'll get on I-35. You might just keep roof cam on that. That is a legitimate wall cloud. Hey, Justin, we have a legitimate wall cloud just northwest of Guthrie. So, everybody, Lucene, it's in your area right now. Strong rotation.
I can't hear you on air.
I'm talking on that.
I know, but I'm just saying, on air, they're telling that they can't hear you.
Oh, Justin can hear. If I'm talking, yeah.
Okay.
So, Lucene is where the strongest circulation is. I'm listening to David talk about it right now, and it is strong circulation. And it's probably going to move west and northwest and north of here.
Okay, I've got a glare, so can you help me with that?
Yeah.
to the left just a little. Actually, that's fine.
Look at that. That could be a funnel. Hey, Justin, we got rotation.
Do you see rotation?
Yeah, I see rotation.
Okay.
David, if you can hear me, there's rotation north of Guthrie. And a possible funnel.
Where are you at? Okay, all right, stay there. Be sure and watch. Okay. Yeah. Possibly. Okay. Yes.
I don't know if they can hear me or not, but I'm going to call
bye.
back.
Okay, I got to switch to roof cam. There we go. We're northbound I-35, just north of Guthrie, looking west-northwest.
I think I'm going to stop on this hill up here.
Okay, that couplet northwest of Perry has weakened just a little bit. The circulation is still there, but it's definitely weaker than it was the last two scans. Alright, so this circulation right now is going to be to our northwest. I see kind of the spike of it, 70 mile per hour winds just to the south-southeast of Orlando. This one's a little bit like elongated. Alright, so this circulation's on the northeast side of Guthrie. Pretty strong winds just crossed I-35, south-southeast of Orlando. That's to our north, but this circulation is now moved almost due north of Guthrie. And we have that in our shot now. The track on this is lifting a little north of northeast, so more like north-northeast.
Royce is trying to call me.
Who?
Royce. Another Royce. I can't flip over.
Okay.
Do you have his number?
Okay, a tornado has been reported. Let me see.
Where?
I'm trying to pull up the MP. It's not letting me. Okay, here we go.
I'm calling him.
Tornado, 3:56 p.m. north of Perry. They're seeing it.
Hey, what you see? Okay, so where's that tornado reported? There was just now a tornado reported on the ground. Where's that location?
They are on I-35.
Okay.
Looking to the southwest.
Okay, they're on I-35. They're on I-35 looking.
But they didn't say.
They're probably looking west.
I'm
yes.
just looking at the MP. Just click on the MP, and that's all it says is tornado.
Okay. All right. It's gonna go north. It's gonna go north to Perry the way it looks. Okay. Yeah. Well, we're not far away. There's another one that's going to be coming towards Stillwater. It's west of Guthrie and north of Guthrie right now. And it's not tornado warned yet, but it probably will be later. All right, sounds good. Thanks, sir. Bye.
That storm, one north of here, look at your radar.
Okay. What are we looking for?
It's showing some really strong winds just east. No, the one to our north.
Okay. You know, we had two real small falls at that base.
You see what I'm looking at?
Up to the north?
Well, there's a storm between here and Perry.
Okay, you looking at Oklahoma City radar?
Yes.
Okay.
And I want you to look at velocity because I think that one's ramping up is what I'm trying to say.
East of Orlando?
Yes.
Okay.
So the couplet with the Perry storm has definitely weakened some, and so I don't see the strong couplet like we had before. There is a pretty strong wind spike just east of Orlando, east of I-35 with that storm. It's a separate cell from the one that lifted north of Perry. And then we are currently tracking this cell that just moved to the northeast of Guthrie. And we're watching that area of rotation, still not a whole lot going on with that, but it looked like it produced two small funnels while it was on the northwest side of Guthrie.
Size has been way down on this one.
So if you live on the north of Morrison, this is heading that direction. It could ramp up again. It looks like it's about to ingest another storm. So that might actually kill the chances of another tornado. Did you ever see a tornado or?
No, Brandon Wells has it. You talking about him?
Or just Royce?
They just got a hold of him.
Okay.
David also did say a confirmed tornado. It's unclear where that came from.
Yeah, well, that's the MPing report, so, you know, not knowing who that came from.
Okay, we're going for this storm, but the storm has weakened. Maybe the storm to our north.
that Perry storm. So just on the south side of Perry, I've got close to 70 mile per hour winds.
Wow.
So really strong winds coming into town.
Catch the Perry storm if you wanted to.
No, it's really going to change dynamics.
Yeah. Right now.
Alright, just on the north side of Perry.
Yeah, the wind's coming up over Perry right now.
Yeah, I'm seeing.
Warning, very small, another tornado warning.
Okay, yeah.
And we are really not that far away. We need to just bust up to it. If that thing is just the storm and it's stronger, it's going to be, it's probably going to be really strong. Castor storm this weekend.
Starting to see structure to our north now.
in the metro right now. No, Midwest City.
Oh, okay.
But they did talk about the Yukon storm as well, but there's a wall plan with one that's approaching Midwest City, I guess.
Okay, yeah, I see that. South of Perry, looks like the area of concern is going to be northeast of Perry, pretty much just straight south of Red Rock. close to the radar side as well, so look over here now.
Yeah, I think it all wraps to the north. And this, I think this wraps around. Up to somewhere south of Red Rock, possibly. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot weaker for sure. I mean, if we're gonna read this area is
Okay.
probably where it could.
And look at the wind spike. Northwest of us.
This area here,
Yeah.
we'll never make it up there. I think we need to watch it in this area. Starting to see a little bit of shear in this area as well.
Next exit's Perry, so I can't. I'm gonna pull off there. Tornado warning for eastern Oklahoma County.
Okay. All right, Midwest City, Tacoma Park, Choctaw, tornado warning for that storm now.
Gotta remember also, it's very close to the radar.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go all the way through if I want to turn around.
Just now. On TLS.
Yeah.
That's real.
Okay. Well, but this here's real.
It says 75 miles an hour. But
Make it fun to go easy with the camera.
yeah, I think that'd be good. That'd be better than the current night.
Yeah.
Well, another wind by northwest of Morris.
Okay, so we're coming into Perry. We just got off I-35 on the North Perry exit. We are going east. Now, radar is showing, it might be wrong, but there's showing some pretty serious winds right over Perry. Something's trying to go on. Okay. I don't know what it is. We got the 181.
This is new. All right, we live in Perry. East of Perry. I think we have a new circulation forming.
Watch for power flash. I mean, with strong enough wind, there is going to be power flash. From straight line wind. So if you live in Perry, you could be getting nasty winds right now, especially just south of Perry. But that should be moving up over Perry. Alright, so we're going right through the middle of Perry, almost to the center of town. I'm not seeing anything crazy yet. We're trying to make our way through Perry. We're going to go east of Perry. I know the tornado warning is getting in the east. And let me tell you, there's a lot of water on the ground in Perry. The lawn is falling. Oh, look at that. Oh. That was pretty deep. And we went through it. Alright, we got over the curb water in Perry at the bottomless of the hills. Yeah, there's some areas in Perry that you definitely need to watch out for flooding. There's just a lot of water coming down right now. Lots of water. Some of these neighborhoods in the low-lying areas, you got to watch real close. You could see some flooding. You don't want to drive into high water. I'm having to drive towards the middle ground of the road here to stay out of the high water. Look at that. This is the main road. Goes right through the little Perry. We do a lot of mowing in Perry, various places, so we're not going to be doing that anytime soon. So we're just coming across, passing just north of downtown, and this is the largest area of water we've seen. There's a whole city block here with water over the road. Maybe 4 inches, 5 inches at its deepest. Yeah.
There's a new area west of Orlando. So if you can take a look at that, it's probably going to go tornado warning.
Oh, wow.
That's moving up this way. A new couplet developing west of Orlando. It's going to be north of Highway 51, west of I-35. Movement is northeast. It's heading towards Perry again. So we're going to watch that. It's not tornado warned yet, but it is an area of circulation developing there.
Okay. The old circulation is located near Red Rock. Looks like it wraps right in up there, and it's probably rain wrap. We need to watch this other area, though. You're right. I don't know if we can catch that one in the north. Okay, we'll turn around.
So it looks like it's going to cross I-35 south of Perry. So we might need to just go back to the interstate and go south.
Okay.
I just think it's kind of an embedded mess. Really. I don't. Look at it right here. It's trying to get slow, but it's not going to affect the town quite like this one. So again, circulation straight west of Orlando, so it's going to pass north of town and move towards Perry.
Radar just updated.
On south there. Well, you see what I'm looking at, Russ?
So we can go on 76, I believe it is. This road, 86, Highway 86, which we can't get off 35 if we get on it.
There's several areas in Perry where the water is so deep they are putting law enforcement vehicles in front to keep people from driving into the high water. I'll go back here down the street. That tornado warning continues. Northeast Trumbull County, and it's basically southeast of Red Rock, moving east. And that is a radar indicated tornado. It's not been confirmed there. What are you gonna do? Oh. Yeah, that's just a huge, massive storm. Sure.
Yeah.
So there was a lightning and grass fire west of Morrison.
Look at the Mustang storm.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's like the QLCS. Right there. Not hard to get out of this town.
Yeah. It's a big street to go through right there.
Alright, this is southbound 86. So off to our southwest is where that area of circulation is currently. Trying to look that direction. Alright, so we have a TPS with that now.
What? Which what?
Same circulation I've been talking about. That's the one,
Orlando one?
Orlando. Okay. They're just issuing a new tornado warning.
Is that the one now? What? Mustang?
No.
Oh, it's the same storm.
Oh, okay. So that, yeah, tornado warning for Canadian County.
QLCS.
QLCS. And Logan Noble Paint. So this one is a tornado warning as well.
This one?
This one. Graphics not up yet, but that's gonna be this. Okay, hang on.
I see it now. The graphics out.
Okay. Where the new TBS is. Yeah.
There's a new tornado warning up north where I'm at Perry, just to let you know. It's that direction. The circulation is that direction. We can go south and we can turn around and we'll be able to see it better.
We just have this green band in front of us. There's a car coming.
That direction.
Yeah, I see a lot of structure over there.
Okay. Wait till that guy. Let's just go from here. Look at it with that lift hand real quick.
You want to dry the lens off?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to point it down and you dry it real quick.
Yeah, do it.
probably a really good spot to wait.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, unless you want to go over 35.
No. There's the lowering. You see it?
Just right there. Okay. Yeah, I can see it now.
Is that roof cam or?
That's dash.
That's dash cam. Okay.
All right, we're Highway 86 south of Perry, looking west-southwest. Looks like the circulation's a little more broad than it was before.
Okay. Yeah. All right, I don't know if you can see that on a shot right there, but that is the lowering. Right there is the circulation north of Orlando. Right now, David, we are parked south of Perry, several miles on Highway 86. We're looking west-southwest at this circulation. It's basically coming right at us. Right now, it looks like it's probably going to hit, at least the mezzo is going to go over probably the south side of Perry, the way it looks, maybe the south and east side. We're watching it close. We have not seen one on the ground, but I can tell you this, looking even from this distance and even looking through all the rain, there's a lot of movement going on in the base of that thing. So we're watching it. If something happens, I'll be yelling real quick. Back to you. There is movement right there, serious movement.
You'll be yelling.
I'll be yelling real fast, that's right.
Yelling real fast.
So Perry, it looks like to me, unless it changes direction, it looks like it's gonna move on the south side of Perry. Maybe just south or on the south side of Perry. And there's definitely a big lowering over there too. Definitely a lowering.
Did that Midwest City one ever produce?
No.
Okay. All right, someone said tornado warning from OSU in Stillwater. Yeah, so this tornado warning pretty much covers all the way to like Country Club Road west of Stillwater. But the circulation right now is going to be north of Orlando, and so it's moving east-northeast, so it's going to pass south of Perry. It's not going to come into Stillwater.
Now there's an inflow notch, a rain-free inflow notch. Just it's fixing to come over us right here, so it's definitely getting inflow for sure.
How many miles south are we of?
Let me look. So, we are 4 miles south of Perry. 4.5 miles south of Perry. 4.5 miles basically south of the center of town.
Yeah, we're looking west-southwest. This is going to be Explorer Road. Explorer Road, 4.5 miles south of Perry. We're about 2.5 east of 35.
To kind of watch, you don't have to point the camera there, but watch over here as well.
What's our wind here? Feels like
It's not much. I don't know what direction.
you can see all the way down there. Alright, circulation is still north of Orlando. See if we can see anything.
It's hard to tell exactly where it's going to happen, but that whole area, right now I'm thinking that's the most active area that I can see movement. So we're about 4.5 miles south. We are on Explorer Road, okay? We're Highway 86 and Explorer Road.
Okay.
The most movement really is kind of over there
This
to
is
me.
starting to ramp up just a little bit
Is
now.
it? Okay.
On the last scan, just west of I-35.
Yeah, you're right. So, I mean, if you live in Perry, you need to watch it close. I really think that it's probably going to come a little bit south of town, but any change at all in direction, it could come straight over Perry. But if you live on the south side of Perry and south of Perry, up to 5 miles, maybe 6 miles,
Do you think we should go down the road a little bit so we
just
can
to get a
see?
better view?
Well, I'm just concerned about what's going on behind the trees.
All right, let's go look. Anemometer.
How high up is it?
It's all the way.
Oh, okay. Well, it's pretty low.
Okay.
Straight ahead. And again, this is just barely west of I-35, straight west of us on Explorer Road, 4.5 miles south of Perry.
Wow.
Major CG in that area as well.
Yeah, I'm also interested in what might be going on over there as well. But this road is getting worse.
I don't think there's a hill up ahead.
Well, there's a hill back there, but it had trees. All right, we'll try it.
Wow, we got all kinds of wildlife.
Yeah, deer, rabbits, everything. I think we're going into worse.
We going in the boonies?
I think we're getting worse feeling here.
Okay, well, shoot.
A little bit of a tail cloud over there to the south.
For whatever it's worth, the last scan showed it a little more broad, so I think we have time to move.
Okay. Get a shot of that.
Yeah, I mean, all of these clouds are streaming south. So that tells me that whatever's up here is probably not significant.
Okay, he's probably gonna come to us in just a minute. I mean, it also could be down there too.
Yeah, the rain.
They might have to go south.
The rain is coming. Yeah.
I'm gonna turn around here and go back to the road. There's also a little bit of a weakness showing up south of us too.
Yeah.
It could be trying to develop south. Very possible.
Yeah, just east of Orlando there.
Tornado warning coming out for Newcastle.
Okay. Tornado warning, Newcastle.
Let's bust south.
Southbound is Highway 86 and a new lowering to our southwest.
See, that looks significant to me.
Yeah, it looks like that's going to be just east of Orlando, maybe southeast of Orlando.
Alright, so we are headed south now. We're headed south. Looks like to me the northern part of the circulation has kind of weakened, at least from what we can tell. And it looks like it might be trying to strengthen further south. We are going south on 86. We got a developing wall cloud just west of 86 to our south. That would be in a more favorable spot, I would think, to get inflow. I'd like to see an update on velocity.
Yeah, this is going to be very near Highway 51, maybe just a little bit north of Highway 51. It does have
Got a little blow, a little shape lowering underneath the bottom of it.
Yeah. And again, it looks like it's going to be east of I-35.
this might affect Stillwater eventually, or definitely Lake Carl Blackwell for sure. Gotta watch this one.
Yeah, this is gonna cross Highway 51. Well, actually,
I think it's north of 51.
yeah, it's north of 51. I was looking
Or
the
very
wrong
close.
way. There's another one kind of south of this one as well. It's coming up, but anyway, this one is gonna kind of cross on the west and north side of Carl Blackwell. And you can see it's pretty much just straight south of us on 86 now. Looks like it's moving at a pretty good clip too.
Yes, it is. Now we're also fixing a cord right here. So, just to let you know, it's moving right in the vicinity of Camelback Ranch. And if you live over here, you know where I'm talking about. Camelback Ranch. I think it's moving right over right now.
Yeah.
It might even be a little south of you. In a few minutes, the danger is going to be past. Right now, we're not seeing anything that looks like a tornado. Just a wall cloud.
Yeah, I would say if you're camping at Carl Blackwell, probably figure out a plan.
Yeah, find a better shelter. If you're in a camper in Carl Blackwell, go to the concrete bathroom if you can make it. But you don't want to be in a camper. If this thing does produce a tornado, you do not want to be in a camper.
Highway 86 and north of Highway 51.
Now we are just got hit by four. This circulation runs out. It hasn't really let up. It's not super strong at the moment, but it is there. So we're going to be on Highway 51 at about 1 mile. If you're out on Lake Carl Blackwell, you need to get off the lake. We got a heavy core with wind moving over and lightning. Coming up to 51 here pretty quick. Gonna go we're gonna be right up within a mile or two. Highway 54, turn fast, left east. We're only about 12 or 13 miles west of Stillwater. Alright, headed east. I know the edge of the range is not too far away. We're just busting out of the range, so we'll be able to see what we can see here. That might be our area right there. So this possible tornado on the ground just southwest of Norman, moving into Norman. Okay, they're seeing debris right over the Canadian River, southwest of Norman, coming into the Suter Mall area of Norman, if you're listening.
Alright, so this lowering is just south of Highway 51. Circulation is still pretty broad.
Yeah.
That area people were seeing initially. So we kind of have just straight north of Highway 51, north of Carl Blackwell. There's a lowering. Looks like it kind of wraps in up in that area. And then this is going to be the south end, which is approaching Highway 51. Just broad rotation with this.
That's straight north, okay. Trying to wrap in to our north.
Just on the west side of Stillwater.
Is that looking north?
Yes. No, well, kind of northwest. So that lowering is getting more interesting. And again, it's going to be on the north side of Highway 51, pretty much right over Carl Blackwell. We're going to get a dash cam shot of that. Yeah, roof cam really had a great look at that. Yeah, just see, look right here.
Okay. Yeah.
It's hard to see it.
Yeah.
With your eye, you almost have to see it. Camera. I don't see a tight couplet on radar.
So, we are on Highway 51, right at Redland, just to the west of Redland Road, and we're looking straight west at kind of a lowered area here. Nothing is on the ground. Nothing looks like it's about to get on the ground at this moment. Well, I sure wish we could see behind this building over here.
Yeah, we should probably just continue east. And I'd like to see up here.
Second, I mean, we could even go, let's go east.
That looks like the strongest parts right here. See a lot of movement.
It's coming to us.
I think it's pretty weak. Got a lot of rain on the lens.
Yeah, so I heard you talking just a second ago saying it does not look quite as organized, and you're right, it's a little bit more elongated on the shear that's moving into the west side of Stillwater and also north of Stillwater. So what we're doing right now, we're probably about 4 to 5 miles straight west of Stillwater. What you're seeing is part of the lowering looking west-northwest. It also looks like it kind of wraps in straight north of us. So we're watching the area from straight north of us to straight west of us. That's kind of the area we're concerned about. I have not seen anything come down, have not seen any real tight rotation. I know there's a lot of, it's rain wrapped most of the time, but we're watching it very close. This is one we're keeping a close eye on. We will let you know if we see anything at all that looks remotely possible like a tornado. Back to you.
Should have switched to dash cam on that east shot.
Okay.
That lens is so wet.
Okay. There's a lot of movement kind of up in there. Okay, let's look at the velocities here real quick.
Yeah, it hasn't really changed much.
Yeah, it has not. Look at this one at Jones.
Wow. Wow, look.
We need to go east.
Look at all those tornado warnings.
Oh yeah.
All over the place.
QLCS type stuff.
Yeah.
I want to.
Do you want to wipe that lens off again or not?
Let's just let it blow off real quick. I think we need to go east. I mean, this thing is going to pass, probably the main area of concern is going to pass across the northwest side and north side of Stillwater, we think.
Wet for a while.
Okay.
Okay. All right, we're still eastbound, Highway 51, west side of Stillwater. Watching this close.
So we've got an area of shear. It's pretty much to our north, and it looks like to me it's going to be moving across the far north side of Stillwater. It's once again, it is kind of broad. It's not tight, but we know these things can become tight very, very quickly. Very quickly. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the Stillwater loop here in just a second and go on the west side of Stillwater and then go on the north side and maybe get right under this.
Yeah, this area of rotation or spin is going to move pretty close to Bill's Corner and on the west side of Morrison. So that's eventually going to be the track of this. And again, it's not tornado warned, it's just an area of rotation we've been watching.
Right, and they just dropped. It was tornado warned earlier, but they dropped the warning now.
Yeah.
But, you know, these things can spin up very, very quickly. So, we've seen it. We have seen it happen several times already today, spinning up very, very quickly. It's happening in Oklahoma City right now. So, we're going to take Country Club and go straight north, maybe up to Richmond Road. It looks like to me that the main area of circulation, if whatever is left, is going to pass probably near Richmond Road and maybe north of Richmond Road and head towards Morrison. So it's going to be straight north of us. We can see structure up there, but the lights are kind of slow here, so we're gonna, as soon as it turns, we're going. All right, here we go. It's green. All right, look up there. Move your hand a second. Okay, so it's going to be northeast of us right now. We're probably going to have to go through a little bit of core. But far north side of Stillwater is going to be, it's where the mezzo is going. The mezzo is not as strong as it was, but it is still there. So keep that in mind. Far north side of Stillwater, moving east-northeast. It's going to be moving towards Morrison, and it might even go a little south of Morrison, maybe Glencoe even. So if you live in Morrison, Glencoe, far north Stillwater, yeah, it's passing over you far north Stillwater right now, moving towards the area between Glencoe and Morrison. Keep in mind, it could change. We're going to try to get under it. And that's, it looks like to me it's slightly strengthening again. The winds out ahead of this feature, the inflow winds, look like to me that they strengthen a little bit. Camera's pointed northeast and north-northeast at the moment. We're coming up on Lakeview and Country Club right now on the northwest side of Stillwater. I'm going to keep going north here.
It's actually the track just is taking this
Okay. Okay. And it almost looks like to me the circulation has weakened a little bit.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Newest scan has an uptick, and it has it to our north. See that?
Yeah.
Wrapped around that rain core there. Kind of hard to see.
Yeah, that area right there, that area right there looks like out, kind of outflow, maybe.
Okay. So yeah, we don't see anything on the ground. It looks weaker than it did. There's kind of two areas, one south and one just to our east. And we're approaching Lake Street Road and Country Club on the northwest side of Stillwater. There is a new MCD for Central Oklahoma. Let's see if I can read that.
Now there's a tornado warning down to the south near Fall Creek as well.
Okay.
So we are going to be coming up to McMurtry Road here in just a second, going east. This area of shear here is weakened quite a bit. It's kind of become a lot more disorganized.
So basically the newest mesoscale says the local corridor of tornado risk continues to be evident in central and south central Oklahoma. So conditions have ramped up further south a little more than north central, which is good news for this area up here. So line embedded circulations, like QLCS type situations.
We need to turn around.
Okay. And let's see, discrete storms near the metro are going to interact with the line of storms in the next hour.
And I'm thinking that we go south of 177.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we're going to get behind the line. We don't.
Right. And the only way to do that is to go this way and avoid the middle of Stillwater. It'll take forever. Alright, so
Latest scan is that entire meso there that we were watching is diminished. So tornado threat is really minimized in the Stillwater area for Wayne County, which is great news. And that's going to continue to track northeast towards Morris and Glencoe, but it's not wrapped up near like it was earlier. So all of those tornado warnings that we were tracking near Perry have a flash flood. So I know locally you have curfew water. We saw that in Perry earlier. So much water. So be careful if you're out driving. We haven't seen a lot of big field today. Most of what we've seen are P and dime size reports. So that's good news as well. But it looks like central and southern Oklahoma, for the time being, are going to be the higher risk areas for tornadoes, at least for the next couple of hours. And overall, I mean, just looking at radar, north central Oklahoma, all the storms are weakened, so that's good. We are seeing a tornado warning near Falls Valley, just to the southwest of Falls Valley, moving northeast. And also south of that, just to the west of Springer, it's going to be well west of I-35, but it's approaching Davis from the southwest. So,
and keep in mind that Falls Creek very might have campers, people going to summer camp, church camp at Falls Creek.
yeah, that's true. It does look like the circulation of that Hilton storm would miss Davis to the west, but there is a storm just southwest of Springer that could intensify. So, like he said, if you are at the camp, you definitely need to be watchful. It's still going to be a little bit of time before those stronger cells are going to move up your area, but definitely need to keep watch there. Now that Falls Valley storm looks like it's wrapped up like a top, but
Really?
velocity is not really showing it too strong. Let's see, put this in motion. It's actually showing a hail size of 2.5 inches, which means that storm is pretty strong. I'm gonna look at the movement on this.
Okay, so we're going to be heading south. So Justin is saying he's getting some fewer pictures of a tornado on the river west of Norman earlier.
Oh wow.
And that came through.
Yeah.
That's where they had the debris signature.
Okay. Yeah, that whole storm near Fallis, Kearney, that whole storm looks like it's kind of rotating. So, I mean, it's probably got a mezzo in there. There's not a tornado warning on that anymore, but that whole storm is
Which
kind
storm
of
was that?
spinning. That's the Fallis, Kearney storm.
Okay.
And it's lifting off to the northeast as well, but it's crazy looking. It's almost like the bookend vortex type thing. Do we have time to look at here or not?
Yeah. Yeah, but we need to move very fast.
Looks like pretty strong winds, just like I was saying, just northeast of Luther, west of Wellston, and near Fallis, moving up towards Kearney, Tryon, and Agra. So those areas could see some pretty strong winds with that storm. It's really wrapped up on the north end of this line.
Is that the same storm that was the Midwest City storm earlier?
I think so. Kind of has like that bookend feature.
Okay. Well, I mean, there's no indications that this is going to cease, that this is going to continue. I mean, if we can get down 77 and get ahead of it all, then we can, I think we can get back into anything that reforms. So, park right here for you. I don't want to turn around. All right, so we are on the west side of Stillwater. We're going to drop south here in just a second. Get down Highway 177, down to Shawnee, and try to get out ahead of the stuff that's down south here. So, I mean, we might make it, we might not, but that's the direction we're going to go.
Here you go. Like a QLCS just southwest of Newalla, just east of Lake Thunderbird.
Okay, I think
Are they
if we go far enough south, we ought to be able to get back ahead of that line.
Okay, that's the one they have the warning on.
Okay.
Just northwest of Pink,
Okay.
moving toward the Shawnee area.
Okay.
6 minutes ago, there was a report of rotation. Okay, so they have updated the existing severe watch with a tornado watch. And so that is going to be from south of Stillwater eastward. And that's going to include all the way down to Duncan. So new tornado watch out for this area.
Okay.
Southeast.
Okay, are we on the west edge of it?
Yes.
And in it?
We're just on the western edge, so I really feel like for Stillwater you're in the clear.
I guarantee you Stillwater's in the clear.
Yeah, but further east, like towards Agra, and then from there southeastward. But it does include Owasso and Tulsa and Skokie, Eufaula, McAllister, so it extends all the way through eastern Oklahoma. And so really the only two existing tornado warnings are going to be near Pink, near Pauls Valley, and then another one moving towards Davis, which that one is still west of I-35, but it's moving up to the northeast. So looks like north central Oklahoma is good. As far as when I say good, I mean there's a lot of weakening taking place with these storms. So looks like there's rain, flash flooding, even the lightning is really backed off. Earlier there was a lightning-induced fire about 5 miles west of Morrison. What else? Lots of interesting reports out there. I'm not seeing a lot of wind damage. I do see some wind damage, like 3-inch broken limbs out by like northeast of Minco, more towards central Oklahoma, but northern Oklahoma, I'm not seeing a whole lot of storm reports. So.
going to be playing the Thunder in Oklahoma City in the finals, in the NBA finals. Their plane had to be diverted to Tulsa because it couldn't land at OKC because of the weather.
Increased rotation now north of peak.
Okay. Like it takes forever to get through Stillwater, you know?
Alright, so we're on the south side of Stillwater now. We're going to go south on 177 to try to get our 70 storms coming up from that Jones Arcadia area, and then eventually Shawnee may see some pretty bad storms because that circulation is still very near and north of peak.
FYI, we're south of Stillwater now, and we're gonna be going south. But, I mean, we have I-40 east, you know, and there's a couple storms going up, up the line. If everything persists, but it looks like to me that they've got that tornado watch extended quite a bit further east, right?
Yeah.
Right now has kind of been the hot spot this year for all of that. It seems like it always ends up down there.
Alright, sirens are going off in Shawnee. I'll give you a radar update for Shawnee. It looks like that little area spin. Look here. The one that was north of me has weakened. But they did continue with the tornado warning, so I don't see anything crazy at the moment. Just west of Bethel Acres, it was pretty strong, but it had since weakened. So in Shawnee, I would still take your tornado precautions because they can change very quickly, but I don't think it's crazy at the moment. Yeah, so that area is thin. So that one, I just don't know if we'll ever get out ahead of that one.
Smart.
Yeah.
Smart.
Just a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
There's rain hands on here, that even helps.
Okay. Yeah, it might be down pretty good, too. to hear us. Look around for me. Yep. Then we have down here. Look at the look at that.
Oh wow, yeah.
See that?
Yeah.
We're just wind here.
Just on the west side of Turkey.
Something's going on here. Seriously, look around.
Our wind's turning south.
These are north or west.
Dark to the north.
That's one of them. Oh, that's a lot. And it actually gives me a little bit south of it too. The way it's going. Yeah, and the velocity right there. Alright, so we're just west of Parker, right here on Highway 32. And kind of just a week push away from some on the radar with a strong south wind. So, if you live in Parker, just keep in mind, there's no official tornado warning or anything like that, but we are getting significant winds here. There is somewhat of a fin over here. I don't think it's anything tight. It's not a real tight circulation. Yeah, that's an area that has water that's still high. So we're going to see it.
how that is spinning if you put it in motion.
Yeah, it is.
The whole, so it's almost like you can see the donut hole right over Perkins. That whole area. Just had a 76 gust.
Okay. That must have been what they were talking about. It's almost 80.
Okay.
So, it's 6 o'clock. We still have over 2 hours of daylight. Justin, did people at your house see that? Did you get a picture from somebody or what? Wow.
So Shawnee is in the clear from any tornado. However, that storm that has come through is producing some 60-mile-per-hour gusts in places. So that's really the main threat with that. Some point, are you going to try to go east and get ahead of the line, or what's
Yeah, we're going to have to, but I'd like to go far enough south. Man, that is a big, broad circulation up east of Perkins. Good grief. Yeah, we could go to Tulsa or Wasso, wait on it. You know, Wasso's probably going to get hit, because it always seems to this year. See that big spin?
Yeah, but cold storm is weakened.
Okay, so we're headed south on 177. I'm listening to some programming right now. A little bit of damage. Possibly tornado damage in Newcastle. What I'm hearing right now from earlier, maybe to a home, a little bit of damage to a home from earlier. And we got fewer pictures of a tornado, I don't know, maybe near Mustang earlier, and I think also possibly crossing the Canadian River west of Norman. We're headed south. We're going to see if we can get ahead of these storms here. They've issued a tornado watch further east, all the way east of Tulsa for now until whatever later on tonight. So we might or might not be able to make it ahead of these. We're going to see. hot area of spin that we've been watching that went through Perkins. So it looks like to me that the tornado warning for the Shawnee area has been dropped. So we are about to cross the turnpike right here. Could take the turnpike to Tulsa and get ahead of the line real fast. But there's no tornado warnings right now. The only tornado warnings now are down around Davis, Wynnewood. So are you reading any comments? Is anybody saying they might have tornado damage anywhere that we don't even know about yet?
I have not seen any reports like that.
Okay.
So right now we're about 2 miles east of Wellston, the Turner Turnpike junction on 177 southbound.
Hey, Justin, this is Val. We just passed under the Turner Turnpike. We're headed south. Any ideas? Guess, you know, the concern would be anything straight east or east-northeast up the turnpike.
Here, Trade, south of Trade.
Okay. Go east on 40?
Well, I mean, just...
That means we would go east on 40?
No. straight south of Prague.
Yeah, it's blowing out pretty hard there. There's some weak, there's a little bit of a heat, right?
Wow. I don't know if you get out ahead of that though.
The turnpike get us ahead of it if we wanted, you know, look at that wind spike.
Yeah, it's about 60 miles an hour there.
Wow. That's the kind of area right there that you develop a kink in the line. But it's going out pretty fast. I mean, yeah, we could take 40.
So they're saying north of Etowah could have a tornado. So where is that?
It's south of 40, somewhere down there. Yeah, that area. Prague, there's a line up there. If there's any place that could develop any rotation, it could be up here.
That's fixing to move into a wild area. There's not much between Prague and Stroud east toward her.
Yeah.
We did that late one night.
At night.
So Etowah, tell me again what county is that?
I don't know what county it was. New tornado warning coming. Somewhere down there, ain't it?
Stratford.
Okay. There's also a wind spike south of Prague, too. Alright, so we'll continue down to 40 and we'll keep a real close eye on what's going on east. Now, also talking about Ada again. Ada's been hit twice this year by a tornado. Once in March, once in April. Our best bet is just to get on 40 and go east.
Now that's increasing now just to the south-southwest of Stratford.
Okay. David's talking about that right now. He said it looks like there might be a tornado on the ground right here crossing Highway 77.
Yeah. Several funnels have been spotted west of Windhorse, strong rotation.
Okay. While I'm looking at that, that's a tight coupling there. Is that what you're looking at?
Is that south of the river?
South of Stratford. That's a classic tight coupling right there.
Yeah. Continuing south on Highway 177. We are behind the line right now. We are looking at possibly going east on 40, get ahead of the line, just to, in case something else tries to go up.
circulation south of Stratford has already crossed Highway 77. If you live to the east and northeast of that, you just need to take your precautions because that could be on the ground. Very well could be on the ground. So there's another circulation, not quite as strong, but northwest of Sulphur. So if you live to the east and northeast of that, be aware. Those are the two main ones. Stratford circulation has weakened. It's still there, but it's weaker.
2,500 people in the shelter at Falls Creek.
Whoa.
Man, how do you squeeze them all in?
That's a lot. Where'd you hear that?
Oh, it was on a chat.
On what chat?
Trucker chat.
Okay. By the way, there was a tornado northwest Perry earlier. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and turn off the stream. Thanks for watching. Keep in mind that over the weekend is going to be our next chance. And we'll see you later. Remember this bridge? Remember this bridge right here? Hey, Justin.